the subscribe button.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my f***ing God! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire on a woman in Minneapolis, who DHS says attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. As multiple angles of the incident have emerged and gone viral across the internet, users are left divided on whether or not the agent's actions were reckless or in self-defense. In the footage, ICE officers order the driver out of the vehicle after she blocked the path of their truck. But as one of the agents attempts to open the door, she quickly throws the car into reverse before trying to speed forward in the direction of another agent in her path. After the vehicle narrowly misses the agent, he fires 3 shots before the car crashes into a white sedan parked nearby on the side of the street. Hundreds of protesters have gathered at the scene, which the city of Minneapolis has identified as the intersection of East 34th Street and Portland Avenue.
This is f***ing ridiculous. You don't protect people.
In the wake of the viral incident, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem described the officers' actions as defensive and called the incident an act of domestic terrorism during a press conference.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
Democratic Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, however, furiously denounced this narrative in a passionate press conference of his own.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, "This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public..."
All right, great. So I wanted to let the entire video play before I spoke on this. We're going to break this down in 3 layers. We're going to focus on 3 different aspects. We're first going to talk about Nicole Good. Then we are going to talk about the ICE agent. And then we're going to talk about Tim Walz and the mayor of Minneapolis, because they have been neglected in this overall conversation from what I've heard from other creators and news broadcasts. So let's start the video, right? Bam. So, did this person that's recording just start recording right now, or did they cut out the beginning of the video? Because first off, why is a mother of 3, 37 years old, horizontal blocking the street? What is she doing? That is my first question. What is she trying to accomplish? Horizontal blocking these agents in the street. Mind you, she has 3 children, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and right before this, she just dropped her 6-year-old off at school. She also has her wife in the passenger seat. What is she doing? Why is she blocking these agents? How does this make any sense that these agents are trying to conduct business, these federal agents are trying to conduct business, and you take it upon yourself? And she has had a history of antagonizing agents in other situations like this. And she just moved to Minnesota as she's traveled from state to state, different areas. So that's just a little more context. Why is she now interfering with their business? If she does not interfere with their business, minds her business, goes home, or stands on the side like the other people that are protesting, or the person recording, she's still with us. But let's continue the video. So now they have ordered her. I don't agree with any police officers or agents cussing. I think, how are you guys going to be considered professional, but y'all cuss at people? Imagine you went to the doctors and the doctor was cussing at you. So I hate when they do that. But he has ordered her to get out of the car. He is yanking on the door and From her perspective, I can understand if she didn't know that these were ICE agents because their cars are a little more disguised than undercover police and regular police officers if she was scared, but they have identified that they are ICE agents because their car is lit up. And she can see from what they are wearing that she is now aware that these are ICE agents and these are not just bandits trying to break into her car. And what does she do? As they say, hey, get out of the car, you see she is backing up. She's backing up, so she is not obeying their orders. First mistake. Now you see this second ICE agent right here. He's going to come into play very soon.
No!
Boom. Stop. I missed it. Let me slow it down. A little bit. Because I also want to talk about this. No, not sleep timer. But slow it down. Let's slow it down a little bit to 0.5. Let's slow it down. Right here. Stop. Ma'am, what are you doing? You got an ICE agent in front of you, 2 to your left, 1 to your right. You are still driving your car as he has told you to get out and is yanking on your door. You got the window down. You can hear, you can see him. He's been that one dude about to jump in the whip. And you got another agent in front of you. Now, why haven't you stopped, listened, and why are you playing with fire and about to go forward into another agent? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Where in your head is this acceptable to not listen to these FBI federal agents and just do what you want to do, whatever you want to do it, however you want to do it? How does this make any sense? Why are you in this situation in the first place? You could have just went, you see the other car sitting at the light? You should have just went about your business. Y'all playing with fire. I would never put myself in a situation where my life is now in the hands of these people when we all know that people slip through the cracks. Bad people become cops all the time, become ICE agents all the time. And there's some people that wake up in the morning ready to shoot. I'm never going to put myself in a situation in which I cannot control it. The control that she had, she gave it up when she decided to interfere with whatever type of affair or investigation or situation these ICE agents was doing before she pulled up and turned her car horizontal, back up, decided not to listen to orders, and then proceed to drive forward and hit this officer. She did hit him. We saw from the other angle, she did hit him. Her car hits him. She doesn't run him over. She was in the process of running him over. Just like when you say somebody drowned. For somebody to actually drown, they have to become unconscious or pass out or damn near die. You can't say, oh, I drowned, but then you just walked out of the water. Drowning means you were about to be unconscious. You was about to die. In the same way that when you run somebody over, that means them tires went over their body. He didn't get run over. He just got tapped with the car. But anyways, why does she not comply?
Oh, shit.
Yep, officer pulled the gun. Bow, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
Now let's look at the other angle.
What the What the
Let's find the other angle. Right here.
They're left
Look,
divided
she's
on
driving.
whether or not the
This the agent right here. Why is she hitting him? That's all I wish somebody can explain to me. Why did she not listen? And why did she continue to drive and act like she don't care? Because in no instance could you can't even run and hit a pedestrian and just drive off like nothing happened. So we all have established that she is in the wrong. I just want to make that clear. She is in the wrong. First, she didn't listen. First, she interfered. Second, she got her car horizontal. She's backing up. She's not listening to the commands. And then she proceeds to hit him. Look where his feet are.
agent's
Look where his feet end.
actions were reckless.
She literally moved him with the car, and he transitioned out the way. If he didn't move, she was going to officially run him over. Because she just hit him at that point. So we have now established and addressed her that she is wrong, should have never been in this situation, and I hope other people do not play with fire and do not play with their lives thinking that you can just go and hit federal agents or police officers and nothing is going to happen. Never put yourself against these people. She has now committed a crime and has now left the case open so that somebody, these people who can legally commit crimes and now have the backing of the federal government, all these other entities that we as civilians do not have to fight for him, and now he can claim self-defense because she did hit him with the car. But now we are done talking about her, and we are now going to talk about this ICE agent, because he did not need to shoot her. He didn't need to shoot her, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me go back to this point right here. Right? Boom, he's in front of the car. That's her car. He did not look.
On whether or not
what does he do? If he was able to slide out of the way, why did he also need to pull a gun and shoot if he was able to slide out of the way, which we see that he does? Look, he already slid out the way. He got hit and slid out the way. Why did he need to proceed? Listen, I'm saying need. We need food, we need water, we need air to survive. Without these things, we are going to die. How was he going to die if he did not shoot when he is still alive? Because he moved. The car's coming, he moved. He hit a little swivel, a hip swivel. Right?
Actions were reckless.
Did he still need to shoot? Need is the word to focus on. No, he did not need to shoot because he was able to avoid the car by shimmying out of the way. Now, not only could he have shimmied, look. All right, cool. Walking up. That agent who shoots is on this side right there, right? Look. Why is he not getting out the way? Boom. I'm an ICE agent. I'm going to stand right in front of a moving car. You see where this guy is on the side? There's another one on the right. Why would you decide to stand right in front of a moving car, when this person is not complying? Why? He chose to get in that position. And let me tell you why these types of people are dangerous and why you shouldn't allow these types of people to make decisions on your lives. I'm about to show you right now. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Boom. He had his hand on his weapon before she started moving forward. You know what that means? When you put your hand on your weapon, that means you're about to use it. You don't pull your weapon out unless you plan on using it. And so right here, why didn't he scoot? Why didn't he move? How is it that he was able to scoot out the way after the car hit him, but before the car hit him, he couldn't jump out the way? And yes, we are Monday morning quarterbacking this thing, but these are things that he ended up doing. Once he got hit, he turned. Why not just turn before you shoot? Why do you even need to shoot? Just run out the way. You see everybody else is on the side of the car except you standing right in front of a moving car. Explain to me why he needed to shoot. Why he needed to kill this woman. Also, there's an innocent passenger in the car as well that he could obviously see. And he's shooting into the car. He could have hit that woman as well. Which is Nicole's wife. He could have easily shot her too. So that was reckless. There could have been children in the back. Reckless. This is a residential area. Look at these homes. This is a residential area. He could have shot into somebody else's house. That was very reckless. And so, with people like this, y'all need to make sure y'all not putting y'all lives in other people's hands. Take the personal responsibility and acknowledge where you went wrong and what you could have done differently. Please do not end up in no situation like this trying to fight ICE. Fighting ICE. Look, he got his hand on the weapon. They already yanking on your door telling you to get out. You're not complying. He can move. See, instead of move, look, he hasn't moved his feet. He has only moved the gun. Right? And she ain't hit him yet. Then she hit him. That's when she hit him. So before she hit him, he already had it drawn. And that's when he decides to move, once the car already moved him. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't an ICE agent. That's the wife. I'm sorry. I've been saying this person over here was an ICE agent. That was actually just the wife. But how? That's not even really that important. So the wife gets out. Why didn't he just move? That's it. Why is she there? Why didn't he move in the first place? You see all three. That makes it worse. You see all of the other ICE agents on the left side, fully on the side of the car. And this dude's the only one standing right in front of it, shooting in the car. Stupid. Look, why is he still... The car is on the side. He is out of harm's way. Why is he still shooting? His hand damn near in the window. Why? How is this? How in your mind does this make sense? Makes no sense. Got this dude over here falling on ice. ICE agent falling on ice. Made no sense. And you know what's crazier? This dude had the audacity. He ain't checking on her, nothing. He has the audacity to get back in his car and drive off the scene. Yep, good day's work. I'm going home now. He just drove off the scene like nothing happened. He just laid 3 shots in this woman's face. Drove off the scene like nothing happened. This ICE agent most likely would not be held accountable because of all the governing bodies that he had behind him and how he is now going to be able to claim self-defense because the woman hit him with the car. And so this ICE agent, ain't nothing gonna happen to him. He alright. They might just put him in a different city, put him in San Francisco, might put him in Boston, put him somewhere else. So he won't be in Minneapolis anymore. But that's all that's gonna happen to him. He gonna be alright. He's not gonna have any charges raised up against him. But the main person that has to bear the consequence is the 3 children that now have to grow up without a mother. And so please be mindful of your actions and who actually pays the consequences of your actions. Because unfortunately, she is in the grave. Rest in peace to her. But her kids now have to live the rest of their lives and have all these beautiful moments. Well, supposed to be beautiful moments without their mom. That's tragic. And the last point of the conversation in which I think has been undermined, is Tim Walz and the mayor. Ever since Trump got elected, they've been fighting him. Ever since he said he's deploying ICE, they've been fighting him. Minnesota has been getting exposed by Nick Shirley for all the daycare fraud and the Leering Center fraud that is going on. And that dude with the big old bug-eye glasses, $3,000 glasses, scamming. They just got exposed for this, and now they are going to use this story to overshadow all the fraud that has been taking place in the millions and billions. I've heard there are potentially billions of dollars that are being siphoned from the taxpayers of Minnesota. And now that is going to be overshadowed by this situation here. And mind you, Tim Walz and this mayor are people in Minnesota, not just people, but have been the heads of protests against Trump and ICE, telling people we are not going to cooperate with ICE. We are going to fight against them, saying we. And when he says we, when they say we are going to fight against ICE, the government, we are going to fight Trump, that includes the citizens of Minnesota and the people. We are going to fight. The same way Trump was wrong when he said we are going to fight for our country. We are going to fight the voter fraud. We are going to take our country back. Meet me at the Capitol on January 6th. And all those people showed up to fight and killed people. Trump was dead wrong for that. The same way he's wrong is the same way the governor and the mayor wrong for saying we are going to fight ICE. We are not going to cooperate with ICE, because all that does is sets a fire within the citizens to actually go out there and fight ICE, whether that's with their car, whether that's getting in their face, whether that's disrespecting them, whether that's going against their interrogations or whatever procedures they're going about. The people and the citizens now feel empowered by their governor and their mayor to fight these federal agents. And they're not going to have any blame for this. Tim Walz went to sleep. They're just going to use this to continue to push their agenda. And I wouldn't be surprised if this has a huge impact on the midterms, because Trump was complaining that, oh, they're about to impeach me. They're about to impeach me if we lose the midterms. Well, maybe there's a reason why. If you have that type of fear, maybe there's a reason why. Who gets fired from their job for doing a good job? Oh man, you know, our quarterly reviews is coming up, and if I don't get some good reviews, I'm going to get fired. What does that mean? Maybe you're not doing as good as a job as you think you are, but that's a different conversation, a different topic for a different day, because y'all know I'm not red, I'm not blue, I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm not up, I'm not down, because both sides is playing in people's faces. And I always think that these politicians find a way to capitalize off tragic situations like this. But guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on Nicole Good, on the ICE agent, on Tim Walz, and whatever the mayor of Minneapolis is. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Do you think it's justified? Do you think this ICE agent should be held accountable? Should they go to prison? Should they be charged with murder? Should they be allowed to go? Was this self-defense? Let me know your thoughts, because honestly, Nicole was wrong. The ICE agent was wrong. Nicole's family's gonna have to pay the consequence. Now, this ICE agent should have to face some type of consequence, but when you live in America, that's not gonna happen. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm out of here. Peace.